what are some things that have been done wrong in this giving moment that makes it fall flat?
Yeah, number one, too long. I would say that most of the time, if you're doing a giving moment, especially if somebody is coming into this space that's newer to this space, especially if maybe their heart's not aligned to what the purpose is,
Good point.
it's their moment.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't get invited to preach this year, but they got a giving moment, so they're gonna maximize it. No, it's not your chance to maximize it by giving a 10-minute sermonette on money.
Yeah.
That's not the point, right? Like reserve the here's the thing with hosting and with platform time from people that may be facilitating things like giving or announcements and things like that. You want to point things back to God, not yourself.
Yeah.
You want to actually set it up for whoever the preacher is for that day. A lot of times it might be your lead pastor. And so if you're doing things in a way that doesn't set it up, but detracts from what's about to come, you didn't do your job, right? And so to sit in that seat, a lot of times it's the person that sits in the second seat. It's the person that is maybe the second in command. Maybe it's the person that is the support team, the executive team around the lead pastor, the lead pastors. Your job is kind of like in volleyball to do the most amazing setup you can to set it up for the spike.
Yeah.
Because the goal of the service is not to necessarily get a giving report back and, hey, look what I did.
Yeah.
You know,
Giving's up this week. Thanks to you.
Record week because I gave a 2-minute message. No. Like that's not even the spike though. Even if that was the case, that's not the spike. The spike is a salvation altar call. Mm-hmm. That's the spike.
Yes.
And so you're trying to gear everything towards that. And so if you take that mentality, what this giving moment actually does, you can connect the dots, right? Because people that respond to the altar, it's possible to do that because of the building that you're in, because of the parking lot that you have, because of the volunteers that you have, because of paid staff that it takes to do all the logistics during the week.
Yeah.
And so what you're doing is you're facilitating generosity towards the main part of worship, the main commission, the Great Commission that we have. And so too long, I think another maybe faux pas that I've seen is that it's too fancy.
Okay.
So, you know, you're trying to maybe do a funny story plus like an alliteration plus like this super deep punchline.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, so how do I give? and then, you know, you run out of time because, you know, most modern churches have a clock.
Yeah.
You run out of time and you want to respect the time and you did everything in your content part that you have no time for the directions part.
Yeah.
And so you missed out on the logistical part, which is actually the main part. You know what? They're actually half listening to you and they're half like fumbling on their phone, like trying, what was the website again? And they're trying to they're actually trying to look past you to zoom in their camera for the QR code.
True.
So that, and then the third thing was like, you know, read the room.
Yes.
Right? Read the room.
Yeah.
You know, have a form of engagement, do a little call and response. Like I start a lot of the moments that I have an opportunity to encourage people in their giving. I encourage the church. I say, come on, Vive Church, how many people love to give? And there's usually like a little cheer, right? And if the cheer is too quiet, I'll really be like, no, come on. This is a generous church. How many people love to give? And I'm encouraging them. I'm not reprimanding them. I'm not saying, oh, y'all not going to talk to me, huh? Oh, yeah. You know, it's building with positivity.
Yeah.
It's building with edification. It's building with exhortation. Hey, we're a generous. This church for a decade has given sacrificially. This is why we're in this building right now, because there are hundreds and hundreds of family units that have decided we're going to be a generous family. We're going to practice the tithe.
Yeah.
We're going to give above and beyond and become vision builders, kingdom builders. This is what Vive is. And I just want to encourage you right now, if you want to join that crew, that coveted crew, decide today.
Yeah.
Decide today that you want to be a giver. There's so many ways to get, and then you get into the logistics, right? And so I would say just too long, too fancy, and not reading the room.